So is the crash or correction over? Is this week over? No, it's not. Let's take a look. What happened yesterday? So as we saw a big drop in the market this week, starting with Tuesday, today we are looking at a market that seems to be opening again lower. It is heading into a larger 3, 4, 5% correction with a sharp focus on today's and on Friday's market event, which we will talk about just in a couple of seconds here. As we take a look in the S&P 500, so yesterday, this is actually the futures, but yesterday you're going to see this in the blog post, we actually closed positive, but then in after hours we sold back down again. So we did have a third day, or actually a second day of sell-off, going today looking to open positively, but is much dependent on what's going to happen today. So before we get into that, let's take a look at today's market events. This is the 5th of September, and looking back on the 4th of September 2024, here's what we saw in the global economy. We had our jobs report, which came in better than expected. So we expected a 8.1 and we received a 7.67 million. That is. Then let's take a look at the current global economy. We are still looking forward for today for the ISM and PMI services report, which is going to be at 10 a.m. This report is a key indicator. Don't forget, this report is a key indicator to the health of the US economy, and it is expected to grow, having a slight improvement from the last month. Now, the week ahead, tomorrow on Friday, we're going to have our non-farm payrolls and our unemployment rate. Both of them are expected to come in better than the previous months, looking for a slight growth there. And also gold, oil, silver and copper did have a huge sell-off this week, especially oil. Gold not so bad, but copper took it on the chin really badly. Now we're expecting oil to bounce back a bit. Also, let's take a look at the foreign exchange. Dollar again weakening, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum down. This is before the bell. It could change then after the market opens, or actually after those two key economic features will be reported later today and then on Friday. Now for earnings, today we're looking at two very interesting companies. We're looking at Korn Ferry. They are reporting today afternoon, and then after the bell, Broadcom, the big chip producer, the big one in the AI game, is also reporting after the bell. They're expected to have magnificent earnings report, but who knows? Also, in today's market, maybe it's going to have a bit of a sell-off. Okay, now let's get into the subject of today. We are going to again talk about Nvidia. So we saw that Nvidia denies now that they had a DOJ antitrust subpoena. So going back, Bloomberg reported, actually this is why the sell-off happened. Monday, nothing. Market close. Tuesday, the market starts to sell off massively, but not the entire market. It actually starts off with Nvidia and everything tumbles. Then after the bell, Bloomberg came out with a report that the DOJ just subpoenaed Nvidia with an antitrust. So the market sold off even more. And then the day after that, again, as you can see here, this was the first, the third, then the 4th September, again, a bit of a sell-off. Nvidia is huge in the market. This is why it's influencing so much of the market. This is why Goldman Sachs said that Nvidia is the most important company in the market today because of its large influence. So they sold off. Then today, or actually yesterday, Bloomberg came out, or Nvidia actually reported that they were not subpoenaed with the DOJ antitrust. So what's now? Why are they still selling back? But the actual question is, how did the market know? Because the report, or Bloomberg, which has the exclusive knowledge, came out after the bell, and the entire day the market was selling off. Was there insider movement? Did Janet Yellen know something? You will see in her report. If Janet Yellen sold Nvidia before that day, then maybe tinfoil hat, she knew something. So, but how did the market react to this news? So first of all, Nvidia stocks price sell from a 119 to a 108 on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, said we saw just a bit of a sell-off to 105. And now we're sitting at, let me check Nvidia again. I'm going to check it on GetEx. We're sitting above, a bit above. Remember, this is, I believe, yeah, this is euro. So, but still we having a bit of a growth here, not too much, and then also a bit of a pullback. So let's see after the bell, let's see after the economics report, because there is no more reason for this sell-off to continue, excepting if those reports come in worse than expected. So we have hit through here. This is the year the 1 year chart, we ran through our 50-day, then through our 100-day moving average, and we are nearing the 200-day moving average on Nvidia, that is. On the S&P, I'm going to take a look at the futures. We are still on the 50-day, so we hit the 50-day moving average, we gone through it, and now is the key question. Do we rally back from the 50-day moving average? Because we surpassed it, so this is extremely dangerous now. Now, moving a bit away from Nvidia to oil, because oil also had a huge sell-off from 82. We're on the 70 now, on the $70 on the barrel. So the problem was that there was too much on the market, less demand, China just not hanging in there, and then OPEC is thinking of infusing a bit more supply. So more supply on the market, less demand, the price is going down. Now, I believe OPEC will have a positive decision, or their decision will impact positively the market. If you take a look at oil futures, they're pretty much oversold right now, and they're bouncing back. So I'm expecting this to be a really, really good buying opportunity. You're going to see in the weekend edition of the show, when we're going through our portfolio growth and changes, you're going to see what we sold and what we bought. So subscribe to the channel, like this video. Don't forget to hit that notification bell in order to get notified whenever we post new videos like this. We post from Monday to Friday, and then on Saturday, we have a special edition where we go through our portfolio, wrap up the week, and talk about selling and buying and why we did it. Okay, so that's it for me. I'm Norbert BM. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.